afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to your day 23 Oracle card reading. I hope you're having a good whatever you're having when you see this, and I hope today's message finds you. So I kind of didn't like where I was going with the message, and so I started over again. But I had already pulled a card, and we're going to keep with this card because I like this card. Divinity. This is a reminder that you are a divine creature, and that you are actually created in the divine image. Within colonization and within the society of colonization, we are taught that we are evil, sinful creatures. That the original sin started with Eve. She betrayed Adam and gave it to him. And thus, that is how we descended. We descended from the original sin. As opposed to other traditions which teach us that we are part of the universe and that we were created by the universe and created in the image of the universe, whether it be creator, goddess, God, Olofi that created us. We were created within a divine image, and that we are essentially little gods, little creators, little co-creators, running around this planet, making things within the image. So my beef with Abrahamic and Judeo-Christianity and Judeo-Christian beliefs is that from the gate you are taught that you are an evil, sinful creature. Women especially, is that we hold the original sin. We all descend from Eve, who was willful and a betrayer, and that we've all passed that down to the women. And then men are taught that they are essentially, so I've always felt that the whole issue with Adam is that he was not, he essentially didn't trust himself and didn't trust his own intuition, when his intuition was being like, wait a minute, and that he was easily dissuaded. Excuse me. It is very chilly here in Las Vegas, so I'm getting a little stuffy. But that he himself was also easily dissuaded and is easily convinced. Thus, I have to imagine, I'm not a man, so I'm assuming, and we all know what that does, but I have to assume as a man to hear that you come from not having good judgment, you can't trust yourself, you're easily convinced to do things. I have to imagine that that would also give men certain complexes. So, however, in other traditions and other religions, that's not what men and women are taught. Women are not taught that they're sinful creatures. Men are not taught that they don't know how to think for themselves. So what can you do today to reclaim your divinity? What can you do today to reclaim the fact that you are a mini co-creator helping the universe create this world? And we're going to pull a clarifier because it's clarifier week. And that's okay. Shout out to Harris Heller for the copyright-free Christmas lo-fi music. All right. I'm going to take the one that I'm going to take the one that was on the ground. Hello. Hi, Fortune. What's up, buddy? Oh my God, long time no see. Are you getting the theme here? Do you understand? Do you need me to, I'll break it down for you. Okay, so you can find great fortune, and essentially you can find the world that you're looking for by realizing and embracing your own divine nature, by rejecting the status quo and the colonized thought process that we are inherently evil and inherently sinful, especially around this time of year. Sorry, not sorry, Christians. This is... Your Christ is not the reason for the season. He's just not. Many passages in the Bible talk about the birth of Christ, and it is very apparent that he was born in the spring based on the description of the area and the time. And it is a documented fact that the church needed to convert those sinful pagans, because everyone was still celebrating the solstice. Everyone was still celebrating Saturnalia. Everyone was still celebrating Yule. They were going out into the groves and doing their celebrations, and the church was like, man, no. So no, Jesus is not the reason for the season. It's not a safe space for you here. Sorry, not sorry. So don't come at me with any of your rhetoric and bullshit, because Christmas wasn't legal in the United States until the 1800s. So again, no. Because of this time of year, and there's so much focus on the birth of the Christ child, and that folks tend to focus on the fact that they're not divine. As we discussed over the weekend, there's also a lot of trauma centered around this time. A friend of mine on Facebook had made a post talking about trauma, and someone on their friends list very snarkily was like, I don't know anyone that would have trauma centered around this time of year. Well, good for you. Good for you. And I really am truly happy that that individual has never had an experience, but I'm sorry, but that's not the norm anymore. As we continue to evolve and grow as a society, we are starting to see that there is so much trauma centered around this time of year, so much hurt, so much pain. And that again, people forget their inner light. People forget the light of our beautiful goddess and God and the Creator. People forget. I'm here to tell you not to forget. You are a fucking divine ass creature, and you are fortunate enough to have the forethought and the thought. We are not ladies. We are not Eve. We are not We don't perpetuate original sin, fellas. You are not Adam. You can think for yourself. Your thoughts are your own, and you do good. You do good. So if you're seeing this right now, I want you to know that you're not what they tell you you are. You are noble and brave, and you are a good thinker. And that's today's message, my loves. You are not what society is trying to tell you you are. You are so worthy of love. You are so worthy of grace. You are worthy of divinity. This is what you're worthy of. And I will see you tonight for day 23. I love you all so much. I hope you have a good whatever you're having. And I'll see you all tonight. Blessed be.